Starting an art piece is like learning to perform a piece of music. Whereas in music, you practice your scales, work your way through the piece several times until you can flow with it. In visual art, before you actually get to the main piece, you're going to end up making sketches and thumbnails to test out colors and composition and subject placement and framing and all sorts of other considerations. This particular thumbnail is for a larger piece I want to do that doesn't yet have a name, but it does involve a meeting between a person, a dragon of the short-snouted, bearded, non-antlered Vietnamese persuasion, and a phoenix. These days, I don't like to lay down an initial pencil sketch unless I have to. Especially for thumbnails and other preliminary work, I prefer to remove anything that would slow me down. And the ability to erase tends to slow me down, and it brings me out of the moment. And I would just rather be able to keep moving forwards, and if I screw something up, I need to keep moving past it and get the job done. Here I'm adding color, roughly with some watercolor pencils. These won't be the final colors at all, but this allows me to see what color families, such as greens, blues, or yellows, work well in juxtaposition with the composition. This thumbnail has a lot of busy line work. The next thumbnail I make will just be areas of color as I try to get the exact color balance right and also add in shading and lighting. This does mean I'll be working a somewhat larger watercolor thumbnail that still isn't the final piece. As they say, practice makes perfect, you know? Even though this is only a moleskin writing journal, not a watercolor journal or an art journal, I can still apply thin washes with a water brush to blend the watercolor pencils. As long as I don't overdo it, the page will dry flat by the next day.